Good morning, everyone. Today, I will be discussing the topic about understanding a computer. So, understanding your computer. But before we proceed to the topic, let me ask you first, what do you already know about the use of computers? May malalim ba kayong background sa paggamit nito? Malamang sa ngayon, marami na ang techie because we are now in a virtual world. How computers work. There are three classifications or key concepts about the use of computers. First, data is turned into information. That's the purpose of computers, turning data into information. Data consists of the raw facts and figures that are processed into information. So, yung tinutukoy po na data dyan ay hindi yung data for internet connection, kundi yung data na magsisilbing reference mo sa pagbuo ng information. Then, information refers to the data that has been summarized or otherwise transformed for use in decision making. In short, the information refers to the result of the gathered data. Example, magkakandak ng eleksyon sa isang barangay. Ang statistics ang magiging data at ang total votes naman ang magiging basihan ng desisyon kung sinong mananalo na magiging impormasyon. Second, hardware and software have their own specific functions. Differentiate hardware from software. What's the difference between the two? Okay, hardware consists of all the machinery and equipment in a computer system. It is in a tangible form o nahahawakan, because these are the devices that are related to computer such as keyboard, mouse, printer, monitor, and the box. It is useless without the software, which is the programs that consist of all the electronic instructions that tell the computer how to perform a task. Ito naman ay intangible form o hindi nahahawakan because it refers to the applications such as Microsoft Windows 7 and 8, Microsoft Office, and word processors such as Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, WPS Office, and internet browsers such as Chrome. All computers involve input, processing, storage, and output, which are the four basic operations. All computer users must understand these basic principles. Input operation. Input is whatever is put into a computer. From the word input, ito ang gagamitin mo para sa pagbuo ng isang bagay. Kapag sa computer, ang input ay tumutukoy sa letters, numbers, colors, shapes, sounds, pressure, temperature, and other raw materials. Meaning to say, lahat ng ini-encode sa computer ay may tuturing na input data. Processing operation. It refers to the manipulation a computer does to transform data into information. Example, calculations through the computer. Kunwari, nag-compute ka, 10 times 7 equals 70. There is an act of processing happened. Nagpa-process ang data through the help of Central Processing Unit or yung tinatawag na CPU, which executes instructions. Storage operation, classified as temporary or primary storage and permanent or secondary storage. First, primary storage, also known as memory, or the internal computer circuitry chips that temporarily holds the data waiting to be processed. Sa circuitry chips, ang example ay yung RAM or Random Access Memory, SD card ganon na ini-insert sa computer to temporarily hold data. Samantalang, sa secondary storage or also known as storage, Devices and media that store data or information permanently. Dito naman yung mga hard disk such as CD or DVD. Output operation. It refers to the whatever is output from the computer system, the results of processing, usually information. So, output, yan na ang kinalabasan. Mayroon nang na-produce na information. Just for example, yung mga hard copies and other printed materials. In addition, the all-in-one example of these operations is creating a research paper or a thesis. Una, mangongolekta ka muna ng data bago ka mag-encode ng text, which is the input. Then, mapaprocess na lahat, magiging maayos na. Pwede mo nang i-copy sa flash drive, which is the storage operation. Ready to print na lahat, tsaka ka magkakaroon ng output na printed thesis. So, yung printed thesis na yon ay magiging information. We may add communications operation to the basic operations, but not all computers have the communications ability. You may create an output through communications operation where data may be input from afar, processed in a remote area, stored in several different locations, and output in other places. It was shown in the pictures that keyboard and mouse are sample input hardware or devices. So, ito yung mga maaaring gamitin sa pag-encode para mag-create ng symbols, letters, or numbers. Processing and memory hardware. The examples of these are first the motherboard or the main circuit board, which is considered as the backbone of a computer because it connects the CPU, memory, hard drives, optical drives, video card, and other ports and expansion cards. Processor chip, also known as the Central Processing Unit or CPU. It is a tiny piece of silicon that contains millions of miniature electronic circuits. CPU is also the powerhouse of the computer. It has the ability to receive input and provide the appropriate output. Memory chips or the random access memory represents the primary storage and also an integrated circuit where millions of capacitors and transistors that can store data or can be used to process code. These are the processing and memory hardware examples. Sa pinakauna sa left side ay yung main circuit board or the motherboard. Then, sa pangalawa sa may tatlong boxes ay yung case and power supply. Then, the third one na may nakasulat na Intel ay processor chip or the CPU. Then, lastly, yung pahaba ay yung memory chips or yung random access memory. CD or DVD drive and hard drive like flash drives are some examples of storage hardwares. Ito ay magagamit sa pag-access or pagpasa ng data sa ibang computers. Output hardware such as speaker, printer, monitor and video and sound cards magagamit sa pagpuproduce ng output. And then communications hardware, example of this is modem. Modem or modulator demodulator is a device that sends and receives data over telephone lines or wirelessly via a network to and from computers. Modem serves as a way to communicate. May pagkakatulad siya sa router. It has the ability to connect to the internet. Pero, one device at a time lang siya, tapos hindi siya pwede sa Wi-Fi. This is the last discussion for this topic. Software or the applications or programs exist in a computer. It has two basic types, the system software and application software. System software enables the computer to perform essential operating tasks and makes it possible for application software to run. So basically, ito yung gumagawa ng paraan para mag-execute yung application software. Ang example nito ay Firefox or yung Mozilla Firefox, Safari, and Chrome. Application software, on the other hand, enables to perform specific tasks, solve problems, perform work, or entertain yourself. Some examples of these are word processors such as Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, and WPS Office.